The R8 is finally done. It's back together just in time for summer cruising. I'm so excited. Let's find out what all we did. Let's get started. This is my 2008 Audi R8 that I got from Hoovie, from Hoovie's Garage with in-store credit, which is already paid off by now. It had lots and lots of things wrong with it. And in previous videos, which you guys have been seeing on the channel, we had the engine out. Danielson went through the engine. We did clutch. We did tons of hoses and pipes, all kinds of things. Timing chains, guides, the whole rigmarole. We also did rear-wheel drive conversion. I'll show you that here in a little bit. And we got some nice upgrades on the shocks we'll talk about here in a little bit. Let's take a look around this thing real quick. You see on the front, we're already staking its claim with the New Mexico flag, the ZIA. That is where it's going soon. This one didn't have any major front end issues or anything, so there wasn't much to do there. So as we go along here, you can see there's some cracks in the coating along the door. They're pretty wide on some of them. I thought the paint was scratched or something's wrong, but actually it's just the PPF coating. I'll be peeling that off to fix that issue. When I got this car from Hoovie, it looked like the side blades had been refinished by a kindergartner and they used sandpaper, 80 grit.
Don't insult kindergartners, Wizard. I mean, well, this was below a kindergarten.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But I had it redone by Icon Body Shop in Wichita, and they look brand new, guys. Take a look. It looks like it just came off the assembly line from Audi in 2008. It literally looks brand new. It's so nice. So you can see we have the rear hatch currently removed. We haven't installed it yet because we want to do a bunch of road tests, make sure it's happy, no adjustments need to be made. Then we'll put that back on, and it's right now it's like 99% done. It's just waiting for the hatch to go back on. And down this side, again, the side blades have been redone. It doesn't have any cracking in the PPF there. Everything looks good. So I don't have a whole lot of exterior work left to do. I do have, however, the windshield. We do see some cracks that was in the car, and it goes almost all the way across the windshield. I'll be getting that taken care of once I get moved to New Mexico. But for now, that'll stay the way it is. When I was about halfway through, going through this whole car, having it all apart, I made a decision to actually put BC coilovers on it. And then Raf from magrides.com or nagginggas.pl in Europe got a hold of me and he said, Wizard, no, you don't want to do that. He said, you want to get those MagRide shocks rebuilt. And they really stepped up. They got that taken care of for me. Actually, here's a picture of what they looked like when they came back. They look like brand new. And here's a few more pictures of them while they were going through and doing a whole bunch of different shocks. There's Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, Cadillac, tons and tons of different shocks. If you have one of these cars, or it could be a 599, it could be a Lamborghini Gallardo, it could be a whole different slew of different cars. If you got MagRides, you need to get a hold of them. There's a link in the description below. Again, it's magrides.com in the US, nagginggas.pl in Europe. We're going to take it for a road test here in a minute. We're going to test this out and see if it rides much, much better. It was terrible before. Also, one thing we did, replaced all the valve seals while the cylinder heads were off when the engine was out, because you guys remember when I would start it up and give it a little gas, it would smoke pretty bad. Also, while it was out, I had the exhaust apart and I made some modifications. It sounds so much better now. So let's go ahead and listen to that and verify that we have no more smoke anymore. So there it is, guys. Not a hint of smoke, no smoke nowhere, and it sounds so much better. With those new shocks have been rebuilt by magrides.com. They're currently installed. I want to go take this thing for a ride and check out the improvement. Crossing my fingers and hoping that it is so much more smoother. Because I know when they're running, when they're working, they really can't be beat. You really can't do anything else with aftermarket shocks that will equal the ride of MagRides. Let's take it for a cruise, guys. All right, guys. I know when I would leave the shop before, there's kind of a deviation in the concrete, and with the old MagRide shocks, when they were blown, it would be so loud, like clonk, clonk. Let's go ahead and listen to that, and then we'll take it for a cruise. I hope it rides so much better. Let's see. Here's the bump. Oh yeah, that is so much better. All right, let's go for a cruise. Guys, this thing is riding so much better. It is so smooth right now. I'm going over little deviations in the concrete and things, and I don't hardly feel anything. It's wow. Let's get this up here and turn it around. We'll put it in sport mode. It definitely turned around a lot easier because I have the rear-wheel drive conversion. So you guys know, in a Lamborghini Gallardo or an R8 or anything, Audi with all-wheel drive, is sometimes when you're steering in a tight space, it kind of fights you and jerks around. And it's a very common mod that people do. They remove the front differential and the front drive shaft. Guys, it drives so much better now. It drives like a Ferrari or anything else that might be a rear-wheel drive, a Porsche with just rear-wheel drive. So much better and smoother, and it's riding so much better. Let's try out the sport mode. There we go. Feel the bumps on every single bump in the road right now. This feels so much tighter in the steering too. And put it back into comfort mode. Back to being smooth again. Yay, the shocks are fixed. Yes, it runs so good and it rides so good thanks to magrides.com. It rides like new again. So while the engine was out, which you guys saw in previous videos, we had it fully gutted. What did we do to this thing? I did a few things, but Danielson did most of the work. It has all new seals, gaskets, hoses, new water pump, new alternator, new AC compressor. Because the AC compressor is an engine out job, you can't get to it with it in the car. Even though my old one was working, I thought it would be really stupid to cross my fingers and hope the old one lasts. So it has a brand new one of those, new timing chains, new guides, new tensioners, all brand new. It's got a new crankcase vent. It's got tons of new stuff and a new clutch. It's been set up and calibrated, brand new Velocity AP clutch. So far, so good. No leaks, no issues, no check engine light. Everything's running very well, as you guys heard. To me, the V10 is an awesome engine, but the V8 and the early R8 sound so good, especially with the exhaust mods that I did. It's not too loud, but it's not really quiet either. It sounds amazing. So as you can see, look around in the engine bay. There are a lot of things that you can get to while the engine's in. You could do valve cover gaskets or intake gasket or things like that. But the transmission is actually underneath this air cleaner. It goes all the way back to the end of the car. There's not much you can really get to. You really wouldn't be able to do a clutch without pulling the whole back end apart and pulling the transmission off. But as you can see, there's so much that while you're there, while the engine's out, it was very, very expensive, guys. It cost a lot of money, but it's all done now. So we talked about rear-wheel drive conversion. What parts had to be removed to make that happen? Let's head on over. Actually, they're on the floor over here. Let's go take a look. So those parts and parts and parts and parts that we had, this is all that's left. We'll remove the front differential. This goes up front underneath the frunk. And you have the CV shafts that go out to the front wheels. There's no electronics in here. The coupler that's inside of here is mechanical. There's no, like I said, no electronics. So that was removed. And because that was removed, we will no longer need the drive shaft. Also, the CV shafts that go out to the wheels were removed. We'll no longer use those. Now with the CV shafts removed, I did have to buy some adapters that fit into the wheel hubs up front. You can't just run the wheel hubs without something there with a nut to torque. So it currently has those, and these parts are removed, the CV shafts are removed. It's actually a little bit lighter now, which I'm not really concerned about that, but it steers, so much better now. These parts will go with me to New Mexico, so if I ever sell the car in the future, the next owner can revert back to all-wheel drive. It's reversible. Nothing is cut, nothing's hacked, it just unbolts. Like I said, again, no electronics. You don't have to worry about any kind of warning lights or anything. You can bolt it all back in and back in the game with all-wheel drive again. So no, I'm not just going to throw those away. I'll be keeping those extra parts.
Oh, Wizard, the last time you were down on one knee, I got a ring. Do I get one now?
No, you don't get a ring. This is not what we're doing, guys. I wanted to show you before we finish out the video, it also has all new pads, all new rotors, everything brand new brake system. Thinking of that, Mrs. Wizard, if I got down on one knee, would you marry me again today?
I guess.
You suppose? You should be a lot more excited. You suppose you'd put up with me?
Yes, I will put up with you again for another 20 years.
Okay, that's good. Especially with such a cool car. And you have a cool car too that's now in New Mexico.
I do. The Boxster has made its way down and we'll be shooting video of it in the desert.
This is the next thing to go down to New Mexico. So slowly we're moving our cars down there. Just in time, we're done. I'm so glad. I was worried it wouldn't be finished in time. So it is back being roadworthy again. So would this be worth it if you found an R8 that needs a ton of work and you got it for cheap, 35, 40 grand instead of 60 or 80, which they're going for now? Probably not. It was worth it for me because we could do all the work in-house. I paid Danielson his wages that he normally gets paid. And we're able to get this done way cheaper than taking this to a shop. So all the engine work, the brake work, the clutch, all the things that we've done to this vehicle, what would it cost if you took it and had it done by a shop? I actually asked Danielson this and he kind of tallied it up and he said it would not be out of order to say 35 to 40 grand on top of the 40 grand that you already spent on the R8. Easily 35 to 40 grand. And we got the MagRide shocks rebuilt too. Those aren't cheap. And we got a bunch of other things done and it just adds up. 4 grand here, 3 grand there, 5 grand there. Before you know it, boom, 40 grand. Just that fast. It's really, really fast, guys. I still have yet to do the windshield, which is probably going to be 2,500 to 3 grand just for the windshield. You can see how it adds up quickly. Now, all the parts, what did I spend on all the parts, getting all that done? Probably $10,000. Do you like that number, Mrs. Wizard?
Not really, but it's cheaper than it would have been at the shop, another shop that is.
Yes. Very, very expensive, but this car, once the windshield's done, from front to back, is fully sorted. 85,000 miles on this, and it probably has another 85 or 90,000 miles to go. I'm going to keep this one around for a while. Someday I probably will sell it. But for now, I love this car. It's so fun to drive. And for the money I have into it, I don't think I could buy anything else as cool that doesn't need any work. This one doesn't need any more work. It's done. So really it would be money ahead and time ahead to just drive this one. I do have the PPF to remove. Guys, what kind of advice can you give me in the comments to remove that PPF? I've heard that kind of heating up with a heat gun and then peel it. What do you guys think? I want to get that removed from both doors. It does have it on the hood. I probably will leave that on there for rock chips and things of that nature. It's pretty nice up front, but if the doors are going to start cracking and peeling on the PPF, I'd like to go ahead and get that removed. Really, that's all I have is a windshield and PPF and start driving this thing. I'm excited to take this through the New Mexico mountains, Mrs. Wizard. I can follow behind your Boxster.
You'll have to rein it in a little because she's not as fast as yours is.
Okay. Well, I would say you could follow me, but you may not be able to keep up.
That's probably true.
But anyways, I definitely wanted to get a video out there to you guys to say the R8 is finally done. Thanks to Danielson and all the hard work he's done. And by the way, if you want to see the work he did on this car, like the actual physical work he did, on his channel, there's a link in the description below. You can see all the work he did pulling the engine, putting it all back together and all those things. You can see those details on his channel. Also wanted to thank magrides.com and nagginggas.pl if you're in Europe. The guy you want to get in contact with, Raf is his name, and really I'm very glad I took their advice because it rides so good now, and I'm good for a long time. They do very good work, obviously. Get in contact with them if you've got any questions with your Ferrari, Lambo, anything like that. So if you're curious what kind of tools that we use to work on this, which was a ton of tools, check our Amazon affiliate link in the description below. All the tools we use in the shop every day, tried and true, are listed for sale there, and if you purchase any of them, we get a small cut. We really do appreciate it. And just like we mentioned at the beginning of this video, soon we're going to be moving to New Mexico. This shop will be closing here, but we will be reopening down there. We're not closing, we're not killing the YouTube channel. Everything will still keep going. It'll just be at a smaller level, smaller footprint. And also make sure to hit the subscribe button before you go and the notification bell, because like I just said, We're not done with the YouTube channel. There's tons more videos coming. Thanks for watching.